Praised be Jesus and Mary. Today's lengthy parable concludes with a very powerful point. That unless we forgive from the heart, we will not be forgiven. And this forgiveness from the heart is something we need to look at, because though we are human beings created by God with a body and a soul, and hence we have feelings and emotions that we have to take into account, we nonetheless cannot count on our feelings and emotions. We do not have full control over them. They come and they go, and they're not completely within our power. Hence, when our Lord commands us to forgive from the heart, He's not asking us to do something impossible, to make our hearts produce feelings and emotions of which perhaps they are incapable in a situation in which we've been hurt. If we have been hurt, we feel that hurt, we feel that pain, and whenever the memory comes back, we'll feel that hurt, we'll feel that pain over and over again. That's where the word resentiment comes from. We re-feel over and over again. So our Lord is not asking us for that. He's not commanding us to have feelings that are difficult or impossible. He's referring to the heart in this parable and in this injunction. He's referring to the heart as the seat of the will, and is referring to forgiveness as an act of the will, not as a feeling, but as a decision. And this is very much within our power. And this is something that we must do even from the very beginning of the pain inflicted upon us. Sometimes we say to ourselves that we'll forgive when we're emotionally ready, and that will never come. Because the emotions associated with a culprit or with a memory will always be those of pain. So we have to take them into account, but cannot count on them. Rather, despite these feelings of pain and maybe of feelings of hatred even, feelings of vengeance, we must rise above them with the help of God's grace and from the heart decide to forgive. Decide to not harm those who have harmed us, and rather to do good to those who have done evil to us, and to treat others the way that God has treated us, no matter what our feelings might be telling us. Sure, we have to take them into account, but not counting on them, very often going against them, with the help of God's grace, who forgives us, and who in this way allows us and commands us to forgive also from the heart, as a decision to love our neighbors and to forgive our neighbors the same way that we have been loved and that we have been forgiven. Praised be Jesus and Mary.